Okay, so we're here at a quarter to 10 my time. And I got dinner in the pan. Hey, listen, when when you don't have to be anywhere in the next morning at a certain time, you can play as many albums, work out, run, uh, catalog, and cook slash eat pretty much whenever you feel like. One good thing I can honestly say that whichever of these five or six future job offers are coming my way in the next week and a half, at least I'll be back on a normal schedule per se, depending on which option I go with. So, no more eating at 10, 11 o'clock at night. Uh, Shame on me, I suppose, but fuck you. It's a life. I do what I want. Uh, and honestly, outside of the parameters of holding out a job, I mostly have done what I pleased. And even when I was working, 70% of the time, I still acted with how I wanted to in the moment because I could. So there's the joy of not having any real oversight and having people who operate on the reality and street level, the humanity side of things, not the cold capitalist way of uh, borderline enslaving people and making them feel like less, and then getting rid of them because you can hire a pathetic, retarded stooge to do more work for less money. Yes, I'm getting myself in trouble right now with this video, and I don't care because I'm telling the truth. Deal with it, fuckers. So, this is my top 10 Tom Waits album tracks. And this was hard because, like, at number 10, I had Cold Cold Ground from Frank's Wild Years. And I thought about it and I said, man, there's some other tracks like Long Way Home, Downtown Train, the Immaculate Confectionery, I Need a Chocolate Jesus. These are songs I go to more. And when I was making this top 10, I wanted to be broad minded because honestly, I could put half of Bone Machine in my top 10. I could put easily at least half or more of Mule Variations. I could even put half of Real Gone, even though that's way down on my ranking. I still love those songs. So, after some thought, for my number 10, I put your classic, drunky addict. It's 2 o'clock in the morning at a Denny's or some random diner. Uh, Character development and story arc, almost no war. I went with number 10. I went with Invitation to the Blues from Small Change, 1976. Yeah, it's uh, it's a stark mirror of existence and life, whether you're in L.A., New York, Chicago, East St. Louis, uh, San Francisco. This is essentially your mid to late 70s life, just adjacent to the streets and on hard times, and it's just one of those tracks I go back to. Number 9 from Mule Variations. Uh, I went with the ballad "Hold On." I mean, I do I really have to explain? It's folk. It's a bit of country. It borders on gospel, but we're in that range of just struggling to survive and make ends meet and deal with the pressures of our existence, our psyche. So that was my number 9. Number 8, I'm going with a ballad, and I said this yesterday. Uh, I really love the live versions of this, but on the Black Rider, he does it. Tom uses his smoky, um gin joint voice, uh, so it makes it a lot harsher. But in reality, he's going for the yeah, he's going for the Sinatra, the Dean Martin, the Sammy Davis Jr., the Perry Como. He's going for that type of club and lounge singer, and that's with the song "I'll Shoot the Moon." Simple, basic guitar lines or mandolin lines, and then the sax solo comes in. He does more of the guttural and uh, almost howling wolf voice on the live versions, but you could go back to the studio version from Black Rider, and it's incredible. Yes, it's simple. It doesn't go crazy into the cabaret and industrial avant-garde stuff, but it's still a beautiful song. And of course, the live versions, if he's in Europe, he expands the phone number to call him out and makes him like 12, 13, 14 digits. You got to have some fun with it. Number 7 to a track I didn't hear until about 2 weeks ago. And this is from The Heart of Saturday Night. Bette Midler covered it famously live and then a home video release, which has now been cut in every release post DVD for trademark and licensing. Number 7, I went with Shiver Me Timbers, with your reference to Moby Dick and just living your life as a sailor, as a journeyman, the beach, the ocean, fishing. It kind of an homage to A Salty Dog from Procol Harum, Gary Brooker, with lyrics by Keith Reed, and Robin Trower was on the guitar for that. Not for the live album, but the studio album he was, and then he left right after that. Before the home LP. Sorry, I've got the home LP right here, and I know the credits with the Chutes and Ladders, Snakes and Ladders, British board game cover comic. That's gonna be my next thing. Is gonna be going to the Procol Harum catalog. I'm missing 2 or 3 albums still. Well, I'm missing 4 total, I think, but I've got half of them in the live album. So, Shiver Me Timber is just this gorgeous seafaring track. It's not exactly a heartbreaking track like you come to expect from Tom Waits. It's just more of an acceptance of the seafarer, the journeyman, what he's doing, the salty dog, if you will, without being a full ballad. And it just, again, I didn't know until 2 weeks ago, but just reminding me of my childhood and spending quite a few days per week at the beach for a little while, or having family members who had, sea ray freaking boats, a dock for a backyard with, property on off of Ronkonkoma that turned into an outlet to go into the Atlantic. It just hit me a certain way, and I just can't get away. Now, number 6 is a full blown ballad from Blood Money, the Wojciech readaptation musical. This is The Parts You Throw Away. It's just your relationships, your life, being heartbroken, your soul and your spirit, making choices just with everyday life. It's part of that little trio I mentioned yesterday for Blood Money. It hits you a certain way depending on things you've done or experienced and choices you've made, whether it's with your friends, your family, just actual intimate relationships. And I find myself revisiting it all the time, the studio version or the Glitter and Doom live version, or even the bonus from the '02-'03 tour that was added to the digital remaster reissues of Blood Money, and it's just haunting, and yeah, I don't go away from it. Keeping this going because I put dinner on 5, and it's sounding mighty crispy over there. Number 5, the almost 9-minute epic off of Foreign Affairs. This is Potter's Field, and if this isn't film noir and crime drama at its best in storytelling, this is essentially The Big Sleep, Maltese Falcon, Where the Sidewalk Ends. It's a character study. Uh, the Panic Hours with Jack Palance, where he's got the plague, or Naked City, which was the original CSI Law and Order. Literally, it was from '53, and it created 4 different TV shows off of it, off of a 90-minute film. Go back and watch if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and educate yourselves, because the way things are going, people can't tell their left hand from their right hand, or where the toilet paper is when they wipe their ass anymore. So Potter's Field, your crime drama, and if you love gangster movies, this is right up your alley. Even if Carlito's Way would even fit this. So, and the remake of Scarface from '83. Yes, that De Palma film with Al Pacino's a remake. The original came out in 1933 with Paul Muni. So again, learn a thing or two. Number 4, a lot of swing, quite a bit of jazz, a lot of groove. This is of a Blue Valentine. This is Whistling Past the Graveyard. I mean, this is a dance number. This is a tango piece. This is doing the shimmy. You can dance to this. You can sing to this. You can snap your fingers. Go check it out. Number 3. Oh boy, this was hard. Not one of my favorite albums, but one that I appreciate more with time. And it's a title track. This is when he started going cabaret with show tunes and more swing, laying into the saxophone, the slow bass. You can always meet someone at a heart attacking vine. Yeah. See that Jersey girl with the see-through top. You put this track on, and you're caught up in just being at the bar, at the saloon, at the club. Maybe you're getting maybe you're getting that Bobby Darin vibe to the beat, or the off-putting little downbeat driven Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas, which is completely based on the Weimar cabaret vibe anyways, and also the Mystic Order of Oingo Boingo, which Mystic Knights of Oingo Boingo, which became Oingo Boingo, and then oh Jesus Christ, not Tim Burton, fucking Danny Elfman. See, you mean well and you still fuck it up. That's just life, right? So, this has got the Danny Elfman vibes all over it, if you like Oingo Boingo. And of course, he was going from Cab Calloway doing scat rhyme singing. If you've never heard, if you've never seen Forbidden Zone, or you've somehow not listened to Nightmare Before Christmas, or any of the Oingo Boingo tracks, yeah, Heart Attack and Vine is both a spiritual pal, a brother. It's also a predecessor in some ways, but also an homage to just your classic early rock, blues, swing, jazz, fusion. It's right up there. And number two, fitting right into slam and beat poetry and Allen Ginsberg during the LSD beatnik era. If we get the down on your luck, reality based number two, and that's Make It Rain. Uh, this one always brings me back, and no matter what's going on, it, you get the lead off cymbal crash with the bass line, dun 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 dun. You're going into it. She took all of my money and my best friend. You know the story. Well, here it comes again. I've no pride. I've no shame. You've got to make it rain. Make it rain. Yeah. Always brings me in. I can't help it. Sorry for blowing up your speakers. Uh, if that's not one of his greatest tunes ever, from an extremely brilliant catalog, I don't know what to tell you, man. It gets the fist going, it gets the blood pumping, and then the blood boiling and the heart pumping. It's just with the religious symbolism and suffering. Forget Cain and Abel, like he says, like Job going through life and relationships and getting fucked over by the people you trusted and loved or who were close to you. It's just, it's a timeless track. And honorable mention, real quick, before I go into my number one. And the piano's been drinking, not me, along with Ruby's Arms and Tom Traubert's Blues, the Waltzing Matilda. My number one, though, it's going to come off the album you think it is. No, it's not Dirt in the Ground, even though we're all going to be Dirt in the Ground. That's the truth. My number one is The Song with Menace, the tight, creepy ballad that is, I believe it's track 12 out of 16 on Bone Machine. It's called Black Wings. You know, any man ever met, it just, is this an angel of death? Is this an angel? Is he death? Is he a demon? That lonesome stranger in the, the leather vest and the black hat, and you know, some people say under his coat there are wings. Yeah, who is this person dictating meeting kings and affecting lives left and right in the future? It's just a part of his Tom Waits' love of mysticism, the Old West, the gunslinger, or maybe he's a vampire. Who knows? That's getting into the '92 Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula with with Gary Oldman as freaking Dracula, and Tom Waits himself is the crazy Renfield in the black and white prison straitjacket eating flies. Go look it up. But that's what came out around the time that Bone Machine was dropped. And so that's my top 10 Tom Waits tracks. My apologies for half-assed attempting to do a Tom Waits impression. Lord knows there's only one. And, well, he also kind of based it off of Screamin' Jay Hawkins and Howlin' Wolf. Go back and do some research if you don't know. I mean, Willie Dixon wrote all the songs anyways. I mean, he wrote, 60 of all the blues standards himself? Not counting Robert Johnson, then what Albert King did on just mystical guitar playing and soloing. So that's it for this one. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go turn my meal because it's starting to smoke over there. Yeah, it is. So remember, enjoy yourselves before you're all dirt in the ground. Go listen to some more Tom Waits. I'll see all of you in hell next time, friends. Peace.